Okay, we're recording. Are we going? Are we live?
Yeah, we're
good?
live. Yeah.
We're not live, but we're recording.
Yeah, we're hot.
We're hot.
Yeah.
There you go. We're hot. We're always hot.
I'm hot. I don't know about you guys.
Pete's hot.
Okay. You done?
No, I'm not done. I'm
about to record the shit.
You done?
You done? You done yet, John?
I love it.
All right. Hey guys, what's going on? This is John Gamester81. This is episode 71 of the AllGenGamers podcast. I'm one of your co-hosts, and we have Jason Heine. What's up, Jason?
Hey, what's up, intranets?
We got Johnny, Dr. Love Millennium. Johnny, what's going on?
Hello, users.
Nice. Pete Doors in the house. His house.
Hello, listeners.
This is the first week of our User Appreciation Month, or Listener Appreciation Month, whatever you want to call it.
User works.
User? Okay,
Yeah,
nice. And we have Jonathan, Johnny Jetset. What's going on, buddy?
Not much, guys. I'm really excited to be here.
Oh, I know you are.
It's awesome. Yeah, so we're still deciding, for those who are listening, or users are listening, we're still kind of deciding on the other four. We haven't decided that yet, but Jonathan's our first pick, first winner. So good to have you on, man.
He had the biggest penis, so we had to bring him on first. Sorry.
Oh, you know it.
It goes by penis size from biggest to smallest, and we're still doing some measurements.
So Johnny, why are you on this thing?
Well, you know what? It's a sympathy vote for me. So people felt sorry for me. They said, "Hey, let him be on the podcast."
Remember, I have two. Remember?
That's right. 2 double dongs. I forgot. Aren't we all jealous of that? I'm especially jealous.
Nice. So what are we going to talk about, guys? I know we start this every time. We're like, what are we going to talk about? And
We should talk about video games.
well, let's talk about Jonathan real quick. Jonathan, tell us who you are and kind of what you do and what kind of games you like playing.
All right. Well, yeah, my name is Jonathan, and I play games, all kinds of games, from retro to modern. Got into hardcore collecting, I guess, 3 or 4 years ago. Like I said in my video, I don't have a lot of money, so I do what I can. But my favorite console is probably the NES, and my favorite game is Mega Man 2, which I'm starting to feel like that's a cliche. A lot of people that are on the show seem to say that, but yeah, I guess that's enough about me.
Why
But that's
Mega
a good
Man?
game, though.
Why
That's a
Mega Man
good
2?
Well, there's really no denying that really is a fantastic.
It's a great game.
Yeah.
I'm curious though why that one out of any other Mega Man game.
I would say a bunch of reasons, but honestly, it's got to be, nostalgia and the fact that it holds like a personal memory to me because it was a gift from my grandmother. So,
Nice.
yeah,
Well, here's the
classic.
thing. If you don't mind my asking, Jonathan, how old are you right now?
I am 19.
And you know what's so awesome? You're 19 and your favorite system is the NES. That's so cool. It's so great that like as I say, younger people are actually still enjoying that machine.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's I gotta say it's partly I kind of owe it to my older brother because when we were growing up we didn't have a lot of money, and so he had an NES and a Sega Genesis, and he wasn't buying many games for the Genesis. It was all about the Nintendo for me, and it had to be at least 50 games when I was younger, and Mega Man 2 and like Mario 3 were the two that stuck out with me. So
Mario 3 is classic.
It really is. 8-bit is so damn fucking cool. And you know what? I wonder, isn't this funny? Do you think in 100 years, 8-bit will still be classed as cool?
man, I hope it is, because I think that's like the most beautiful graphics can get is with the little squares and everything. I love it.
I know it tugs on the old heartstrings, right? It's the old retro, and retro is cool now, which is really, really amazing.
What's old is new. I know we've said that many times on this podcast, but do you guys remember the time? Do you remember when the technology was changing and the whole mindset of everyone was, oh, this looks like shit because 16-bit looks so much better, and then the 64-bit came out and everyone's like, oh wow, look at how this looks so much better, and then we got the PlayStation, and it just started, the ball was rolling. And you remember the mindset, how everyone was thinking, the NES, Master System, all these older consoles, they look like shit. Do you remember that? I remember all my friends like, fuck that machine. I wanted to play the new one because it looks so much better. But now, it's just, it's great. It's so beautiful. It always was beautiful,
Remember those cheesy ass Jaguar commercials? Do the math. The teachers, do the math. 64 is better than 16.
What a marketing
the bit
thing.
wars,
That's so funny. I don't ever remember seeing any Jaguar commercials.
Oh, they're terrible. They're terrible.
They were straight.
I love
shit
watching that.
terrible.
Yeah.
But it's timeless, and those games we've mentioned before. But those classic games for NES particularly were so hard so freaking hard. And I mean, they were short in comparison to today's game. I mean, a game doesn't necessarily like 8 hours as long as an NES game, but they're so freaking hard. You only have 3 lives, 3 continues in some
put in
cases.
your
You spend
password.
hundreds of hours memorizing everything, trying to get
Yeah.
once. And once you kind of got the hang of it, like any of us can say, any games we're good at on the NES, you can go through right off the bat, no problem.
But you know what I think I love most about the NES is the fact that, you know, with the new consoles, you have to see all these like big plastered like signs of like, oh, this company developed it. And it's like with an NES game, you pop it in, you have the title screen, you press start, and you're ready to go.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Simple.
And you know, here's something that it may find, you know, you guys might find funny is that I like the simplicity of the stories of the NES games, and I'm not saying that they had like really simple stories, because some of them have some semi-complex ones, but there was a simplistic nature. It's like when I played video games back then, it said save the princess. That's what I started. I started the first level, saving the princess, or you know, beat Ganon, and I have to go through the game to beat Ganon. It was very simple. Now it's like I have to watch a cinema for a fucking hour, and it's a convoluted mess about what I'm supposed to do. And I'm talking about Final Fantasy 13. I'm going to pick on that for a second. Why can't I just like, hey, there's some bad guy in the world. You got to go destroy him. You're the chosen one. Hey, that's cool for me. I like simplicity. I do. I think there's some charm and simplicity, some directness to it.
I absolutely agree. And I think Nintendo had the NES had a lot of great licensed like brand games. Like, I mean, LJN was terrible at it, right? They had Friday the 13th and some really shitty games.
I'll never forgive them for Back to the Future.
Back to the Future, yeah, and then they had Back to the Future 2 and 3. Those were really bad. But I'll tell you who was really like king of the NES, in my opinion, was Capcom. The whole Disney games, like, you know, Chippendales and DuckTales and, you know, all those ones.
Strider was excellent. There was so many excellent games they made.
Yeah, fantastic.
Fighting a Commando. Oh god, we could keep on going with that stuff.
This podcast was created by retro video game collectors and YouTube show hosts Pete Dorr, Happy Console Gamer, Gamester81, and myself, Jason Heine. Make sure to follow along and subscribe to us on iTunes under the podcast section, AllGenGamers. And if you want more information about this podcast, please visit www.allgengamers.com.